What's going on, everyone? I hope you all are having a great day. Today's video, we're going to do a little topic video, and today I wanted to talk about mental health and ways that, and what, not ways to improve it, but I'd say more of like explaining, in my opinion, why it's important. Um, Obviously, with common sense, you know that mental health is important, but I think a lot of people get it twisted, in my opinion, and sometimes to improve your mental health, I think that you have to do things that, challenge you, things that are hard, things that are uncomfortable. And, you see a lot of people online that talk about mental health and, how they avoid things that, give them triggers that they don't like or, so on and so forth. But in my opinion, I've felt my best and my happiness when I've accomplished difficult things and stuff that in the time were not fun, not, something, a position I wouldn't want to be in, an uncomfortable position. I think afterwards I've, accomplished felt my best in life and had the best mental health. And I think I can just appreciate, uh, things in life. Like, I don't know, like today, for example, today for school, I had a presentation to give and it was, I don't know, I was a little bit stressed about it, not gonna lie. And it's really nice outside where I live right now. Um, I know it is March, but it's usually pretty cold out still at this time. But it's like 70s right now, and you know, I didn't really think about it because I was so stressed about the presentation. And I went and did the presentation, talked in front of a lot of people, and then afterwards, like it just my mind opened up to like how like nice it was outside. Like I just really appreciated it, and I don't know, and I think that's why people get trapped in bad mental health because they're just so consumed by the fear of making themselves uncomfortable. And I've been there before. I'm not gonna say I haven't. Like obviously, it's like human nature to avoid things and make us uncomfortable, but um, I think growth. I think growth is such a powerful tool in improving mental health, um, and just your overall fortitude. And I think that something else that you can do is um, take days to yourself. I think that's a really good tool that I use. Um, if you have days and days and days of hard work and that, like some days you just need a mental recharge day, where you just do apps like my one, like honest to God, like I literally have days, like I'll have days where I know I'm like, this is a day I am doing absolutely nothing, like nothing that requires any amount of brain effort. Like, doesn't mean I won't like, get exercise or go to the gym or something like that. It just means like anything that I have to think or do something crazy like that, like, um, I'm not going to do it that day. I'm just going to enjoy myself, not stress. And I think those days are so important when it comes to, your mental health as well. But I think a lot of people, like kind of rewinding to what I mentioned earlier, I think a lot of people get trapped in the idea where they have these days where they do absolutely nothing, you know, for weeks on end or months in some really bad cases. But, um, which is sad. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a perfect person, but, you know, I know in my case and a lot of your guys' case that watch this channel, at least you put your best foot forward. And sometimes that's all you can do because it's just, the natural way of things. Even if you try, you're going to fail. Um, but I think the best thing you can do is, um, you don't fail until you give up, I guess. But yeah, I just want everyone to, just um, take those ideas into consideration, and not let, your mental health get bad because it's something in the modern age that it's a serious problem because we don't face we don't face the trials and the tribulations that people faced 100, even as close as 100 years ago, where they didn't have they I'm not saying I would want to be alive 100 years ago because I wouldn't, but I think that back then they were just so focused on surviving and working, trying to get food, do all that stuff. And I know it was that food was easier to get 100 years ago than it was 1,000 years ago, but it wasn't like you could just pull up to McDonald's or pull up to Walmart and get what you need. Like you had to go home, cook, maybe you had to hunt an animal, who freaking knows. But I think all that led them to have their brains. Didn't have to sit and thought 24/7 a day like most of us do. Like they were just so focused on the basic needs that um, that they didn't have to their mental health was like like they didn't get sad. I mean, I'm not saying they get sad, but they didn't have as much deep thought that made them think of crazy things that caused them to get sad. I think is where I'm trying to get at with that. But yeah, and I think that's another tool we can use is like try to just appreciate the little things more. Like if you're fed for the day and you got exercise and your health is good, like appreciate that. Doesn't mean don't strive for more. It just means um, just appreciate the things you have that 100 years ago could have been difficult to achieve. And I think that might improve your mental health as well. But like I said, in this day and age, I think the best thing you can do to improve your mental health is just be on your game, be on your grind. I guess I don't like to use that term because um, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of overused and kind of stupid. But be on your path, be on your purpose, be on a mission to do something. And your purpose or mission doesn't entirely have to be, you know, something that makes you quote unquote, doing what you love or doing this or doing that. It could just be, providing for yourself, providing for others. Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you guys know what I mean. Just do what you know you have to do. I think everyone in their heart knows what they have to do to live a successful and fulfilled life. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I guess we could talk about the world a little bit more if you guys didn't catch the last couple videos. It's coming along very nicely, I would say. I don't know what to do with this waterfall up there. Just to put, if I need to just put trees or put a building or something. I made this cool little pathway up to this little tower kind of thing. Um, yeah, the tower, I don't know. It could have been a little bit smaller, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. This is new. I didn't really get to show this off, but I kind of wanted a big body of water, and it's not done yet, like the details, but you kind of get where I'm going with it. Um, yeah, definitely need trees around it. Or if any, maybe like the next town I built will be spaced out farther from like this civilization over here, and maybe I'll put it like a town along the side of this freaking like lake here. But I think that would be kind of cool. And then I added this river too, connecting to it that connects to all that. Um, yeah, which is I think it looks good, honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. We hit 300 subscribers. My mind's blown, honestly. Had another video pop off that got like 2,500 views, and yeah, it was just nice to. It's nice that people get on and are so kind and appreciate this kind of stuff. Um, I like if you're listening to this point, um, yeah, I just think that I do this for myself as I do it as much for anyone listening. I just like to talk and kind of get my thoughts out there. I think it like cleanses my mind, honestly, when I'm thinking that day. And um, yeah, I just really appreciate all the kindness and all the nice words. I'm glad that people in this community it's becoming what I thought that or what I would like it to be like just like people that are nice but people that don't sugarcoat things, I guess. I think that that can also be an issue. I think just empathy. I think empathy is a good word. Um, but at the same time, we want to help people, and sometimes helping people, um, you can't be I don't want to say nice, but you can't, do what's gonna make them feel good, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Um, yeah, I appreciate everything. Appreciate all you tuning in and listening and commenting and liking and all that fun stuff. So yeah, just I hope you guys have a good day. I hope it's nice where you're at, and God bless.